It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. The Noles will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Notre Dame's offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Looking downfield, it's Carr. He uncorks one deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Got a man. It's Williams. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
To throw, it's Carr. Fires to the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Gilbert. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield is Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Gilbert. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Gonna run it. It's Young. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Irish.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Glenn. Right on the money. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And the Noles will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw on first down. Just a little off. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a crease. It's Young. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Pulls it in down the sideline. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass, it's Carr. Grab near the marker, it's Smith. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. And I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air. But now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything with that.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is third down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the fourth down.
And he missed it. No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
It's complete on the right side. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. He's got him. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Wants to keep it in the air. Snagged in the middle. It's McCoy. Touchdown Seminoles! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Looking for room. It's Young. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. The give on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
That's reeled in. It's Gilbert. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He's got his man. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Tries to sliver forward on the sneak.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Back to pass, it's Glenn. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Pulls it in, it's Young. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Boots, his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Here's the pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Glenn. The quick out. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Looking for the goal line.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown, Florida State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did. The quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second.
There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Glenn. Shoots it to the left. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
Power football with the run.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
On fourth down, looking to pass. This time he's got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Noles are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing. And
he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Noles! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so...
Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Got a man. It's Smith. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. Dropping back, it's Carr. Going for it all. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. They'll run it to the right. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He fires one deep over the middle. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fleming. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it out fast. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Wants to throw again. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll ride Davis here. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Glenn. He'll try to do it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years. Not always dual threats. Sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie. And guys that maybe they weren't runners, but, man, they made those...
Turning it on! And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown Seminoles! A great catch and run for 6. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Pulls and fires complete. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Young. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Finds his tight end. And he's still running after the move. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Rides the back on the option to give. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Leaves it with the back. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to... Oh, it's blocked! He's going to scoop it up. Turns it on down the left side. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida State. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Iowa is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 17 to Wisconsin. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Got his man to the left. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Grab near the sticks, it's Young. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Gilbert. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air on second down. Pulls it in, it's Gilbert. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Notre Dame right back to the line. He's looking to throw on third and short. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Motion from the wideout. They'll run for it. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting to run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to Davis. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offense is trying to get physical. They're pulling the backside guard on that play. He completely whiffs, though, and misses his block, and as a result, it's a negative play.
The give to the back. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.